Give it a minute more so then we'll rock and roll. We've done one for a bit. I might tweak the switches a bit on this as well. We'll see. What time it is. Twitch notification that's going out. You know what it is? What? I don't know how it's not going. Got it from X, yeah. Let's restart them. I'm guessing they just want to hurt me. Refresh. No, it wouldn't come out from, you know, on Twitch, bit of random. It's got it in for me now. But yeah, I'm going to take this apart, see what's going on with it. Okay, mess of it. Maybe it's broke today, I don't know. No, it's quiet. I thought it was a bit quiet. Even for my standards. It's all good in the hood. Oh, good job, you're spying on me, Stoops. Maybe the shadow by me would surprise me. The look I get, social media. Probably like, no, we're not going to show him. These people cannot see him. You have no life in January. Oh, I wasn't going to say that, but yeah, maybe. Maybe that's the case, mate. Maybe that's the case. How would you kill he who has no life? Check this one, mate, one sec. Then we'll rock and roll. Would you be able to rate my setup? I can take a look at it, but it depends how you send it me. You have to send it me on like basically something like Discord or something. I've got a Discord channel, but you'll only find it via Twitch because I can't remember the URL. That'll be the easiest way. But I haven't really done a setup. I could probably do one. I'm not really a setup master. I mean, look at my kind of like trash the joint, to be fair. If I'm honest. Will you be able to? Oh, you said that, yeah. Right, I think we'll just have to wing it, see what happens. So, give it enough time. See if notification goes out. You're using the Mar R Major Plus. What's your opinion? I've not heard of it, to be fair. Not a setup master is an underestimate. is an understatement. Mad. Okay, Mad Major Plus. I still don't know it, to be fair, though. I'm an old man, man. What's a Mad Major? Going reviewing today, Indeed Care. Just take a look at this. It's 10 o'clock at night tonight, 10:30. I've been working today. I'm pretty tired. My first day back, if I'm honest. Knackered. I'm getting old. Didn't help. I didn't get to bed till 5 in the morning. I was up at 8:30. Just couldn't sleep. Brilliant. Brilliant. Give me a sec. I know people have been wanting me to check out some mice again. So I thought, you know what, today, let's check out this mouse. See what she's doing. Today is the day we check out the INCOTT G23 with hot swappable switches. Let's see what it's like. We'll give it a bit of a test. We'll take it apart, look inside, see how it's built. This one's got hot swappable switches though, which is interesting. Looks a bit like a G Pro Superlight or wireless in shape, so we'll take a better look then. We'll measure things like dimensions, sensor position, thickness of certain areas of the mouse for your grip, stuff like that. Much more accurate than people generally do. So if you're a nerd, then this is the place to be. Cup of tea, not bad today. Not too much milk. We're going to need a super light to measure it against. Sure, I've got one around. If there's any other mice you want me to compare it against. See if I hand it. Let's do it against that AJ's again. I've got about 10 boxes next to me, but I just refuse to use it on. It's like a Superlight clone. It does. I think it's a Superlight clone with hot swappable switches. Where's my Superlight? My demo. Where's my demo Superlight? What do they call it? You should have tidied my room. I should never have tidied this room now. I don't know anything is. Good. Is it somewhere? We're just going to find it. Where did you go, mouse? So many lying around at the minute. I kind of moved them all to tidy up a little bit so Ham could come. As my room is becoming a bit of a mess. And there's a big one. Not quite what we're after. So disorganised, 1 second. Always the way. Brand spanker is, and we'll take a look. We'll test it against. Not like me. Well, we've got a brand new. Nah, this is rare for me, mate. VXC8 Jobby. What's that one? It's an 8K. Everyone's got an 8K, man. It looks like a Pulsar X2. And the clone in the clone. I don't get it. I mean, the Pulsar's kind of broken away from cloning a little bit. But not as bad as some of them, but I don't get it. The X2H isn't a clone, for instance. Yeah, well. Superlight 1, exactly the same as Superlight 2. Anyway, these are the ones we'll compare against. AJAZ, I think it's a... what version it is? 4K AJAZ, which is the other clone. 4K AJAZ, we've got the INCOTT G23 and a Superlight 1 to compare against. Hello, Aim Below, you right? We're just reviewing this INCOTT G23 I've picked up, see what it's like. It's a bit of a Superlight clone. Actually got a bit better buttons to be found on the front, dare I say it, against Superlight. It's Logitech. Got 8K sensor, so this is what you get in the box. If you're interested, you get this 8K. I think it's not too bad, it's like 50 UK, I think. Pretty good. Gives me kind of Razer vibes. Not much out in that cable, probably. Okay, they give us some switches, which is pretty cool. Like a selection. On 150s, really? Wow, interesting. I have no idea what they are. A Wanu silence? Yeah, the silence ones. These are quite rare to get. Interesting. Some cable. Just get your hands on GPRX2 for roughly $70. Cyberbuttons are crazy. You can do it with some mods. Check out my YouTube, mate. I've done loads of mods to make them a lot better. Got a kinked USB-C cable, power corded as well. Some switch clips. You quite like this, to be fair. Interesting. Some new dot skates, which will definitely need it because the feet look pretty crappy. And some extra, what's like, you can't see, like little tape or little spaces or something. I was wondering, is there a way to put the side buttons from my Death Adder V3 Pro in the GPRX? Nope, because the switches are different. The Death Adder V3 Pro uses full size and the GPRX Superlight uses half. Or micro, they're called. They're full size, for instance. Pretty sure that's one that Viper uses, but G Pro use micro. If they don't, you can swap them. Can't wait for the minute. It's called INCOTT. INCOTT. GPRX cyberbuttons are a pain to use. They sure are. I've done some mods. You can have a look. Quite easy to do, mate. To improve it. Quite translucent feet. I just realised. Can you see that? Focus camera. A translucent edge. Looks cool. I shall say they're quite hard. Unusual. Unusual feeling of skates. I've not found that before. Different. Is the base plate sanded or not? Unfortunately, you're going to have to sand it, mate. Because instantly, you can see it has a ridge here. which means you can't fit any skates on your own. So you got to sand it. I'm not going to sand it for you. It's too much pain. You get some bad habits off soups, don't you? Not soups. Dorito. Not Dorito. On my days off Pure. Good night, go to bed. Enjoy. Have a good one. See you later, turkey. GG. No worries. We'll have a good one. Let's now get on with the switches. Right. Oh my days. Let's get pretty nice side switches off the bat. I mean, first impressions out of the box. Oh, that's a button on top. Okay. First impression out of the box is it's got fairly decent feeling side buttons, which is ironic. The mains feel a little mushy, but I quite like the a groove in them instead. If you look on the super light one here, they're quite flat. What about looking that way? You can see it's got a bit of a better curve. You see the front. My camera actually decides to focus itself. Focus camera. So, check my camera's focusing because I haven't used it for a while, to be fair. No, we're okay. Should be there. Anyway. So yeah. If you look at the front, it's got more of a curve on the main buttons, which I kind of like. So the buttons are feel a bit more smooth into your fingers. Slightly wider scroll wheel, I would say, as well. Skates are a bit weird. They are rounded, but they're a bit more translucent. It feels a little bit heavier than the super light, maybe. Let's have a look. Not much, but it is heavier. I reckon we could sort that out one day. Let me know in the comments if you want me to trim the weight out of this puppy. Let's go for this one. It feels heavier in the back. Definitely heavier. 65.2. This has still got the sticker on it as well. Probably 60. 61. So 4 grams. Not groundbreakingly different, but I'm trying to see what they reckoned it weighed. 65, give or take 2 grams, so they're honest on the box. 500 milliamp battery though, isn't it? So that's 2.5 grams extra weight, straight off the bat. Hey Grandpa, you doing Devonus hamster, you right? That guy with his mice, Mr. Ninja. How you doing, mate? We're looking at the INCOTT G23, which is basically a super light clone with a few little tweaks that we noticed, like on the buttons here, they're a bit more concaved. And it's got interchangeable, hot swappable switches, which is interesting. 65 grams. But one of the first impressions right off the bat is that is quite a bit of pre-travel. What was this type of switch on these buttons? I mean, there's still a bit even back here if you look. It's not. It definitely feels mushy, this one. The side buttons feel better, but the mains feel a little bit meh. Like the super light one here with the on-120s in it. I feel like a little bit light click. They feel like there may be the Haranu in it. I haven't checked yet. The Ajax feel the best, if I'm honest. Somehow. The side buttons don't know. I'd say the side buttons are, this has got the best side buttons, second best, worst. There's just so much stock press in them. Horrible. Were you playing a weird game, Ninja, as usual? Your notifications not going out on Twitch. Don't know why. Yeah. So let's look at the shapes off the bat. What does it compare to a super light? Because that's kind of where it's pitching itself. It does look, I would say, off the top of my head, slightly longer, like by a mil. Is that how they're trying to avoid a little bit longer at the back? They're trying to avoid the copyright. I'd say it's slightly bigger. It's hard for me to tell, put my head right into a camera, but maybe. We'll measure it anyway, but even the Ajax have got a slight curved button. I kind of like the main buttons, I've got to be honest, the way they feel. In terms of the concaveness for the shape feels... I'm going to measure it, but... It just feels smaller, which it is. It definitely feels a bit longer. Kind of fits in my palm a little bit more, like back here in my hand. Bod's been shadow banned. It wouldn't surprise me. People don't like me destroying their mice. Too old for the internet, they say. You know I created it. So we've got the same issue as well. We've got some gapage going on, which is a problem. So they've not learnt anything that Logitech haven't done, let's put it that way. But it's not a bad clone. Some maybe additional features. One of the other things people have been asking me for is how far back the buttons work. And you can see the Logi, they're a little bit stiffer at the back. Tend to work. These ones are not the best further back. Not bad though. People with dinky hands. Little doll hands. It also looks, I would say, against the Superlight a little flatter. These are my initial impressions. Anyway, we're going to measure it, but you see, it looks a little bit flatter. Let's go for the 3 stack. Let's go for the threesome. Just going to be hard to hold today. It's a handful, this threesome. The Ajax looks like it's got a slightly bigger bump. Flat to go on the bottoms like that, you mean? Yeah, it's definitely longer than the Superlight. It feels it. It's not by much though. The Superlight looks longer there. It's about a mil longer. They are very similar. The fronts are slightly different. It's hard to compare. Like under, like there, you can see there's a difference. It's got more of a shark nose, the Superlight, I guess you could call it. The booties look very similar. And then like, trying to hold them together, but the side curves are very similar. I would say the main difference is the fronts, where you've got the concurved or more like finger comfort grooves in the buttons, and this looks slightly more flared. Here's the Ajax. I mean, the Ajax is definitely smaller straight off the bat, you can see that. About 5 to 10 mil somewhere, maybe 5 mil. How much would you rate the Ajax mouse, and what version is that? This is the 4K one. They're okay. I'd prefer the VXE ones if I could. I like the VGN Dragonfly, for instance. I don't particularly rate the Ajax. The Ajax is okay for the money, but it's definitely got problems. But they are very cheap, so. This INCOTT feels like it's built better, but probably slightly dearer, I think, if I remember rightly when I paid for them. Again, slightly getting some kind of a slight gentle comfort groove in the Ajax. Can't really show that, but again, they've gone for the same kind of groovy side. A bit more of a flared rear on the Ajax, I would say. Oops. It looks a bit narrow on the back. Like this here's got Logitech vibes, this rim around the back of the INCOTT. Let's see what the measurements are. What do they reckon the measurements are? It's in Chinese, so maybe they've translated it. Let's have a look. So I reckon it's 126 by 63 by 40. Or 126 by 63.5, they reckon, by 40. So it's definitely a mil. I think the Superlight's 125, is it? I can't remember. Good or bad mouse? We're still working it out. Feels okay. You want interchangeable switches, it looks good, but I mean, I haven't used it yet, so. But it feels a bit, there's a lot of pre-travel in it. Again, side buttons are pretty good though. 25-ish. Come in light. A little bit longer as we expected, but it's tiny. Really, maybe a mil, you might notice it. More different to notice the width of it, if anything. So this without the button pressed. About 62. And with the button pressed. If you're interested. The front, 61-ish. A little bit of fat booty. There's the biggest bit. Up there. Oops. $63. And then where's the main height? It looks like a center hump, a bit like a G Pro. Definitely a G Pro clone. So 40 as he said. And the button width. You have to look at my Superlight to compare with Superlight teardowns, but look very similar. Quite wide. 30 is quite a good width. Definitely wider than a lot of mice. 8mm, I reckon I'm going for here. Look at that. 8mm squall. Let's do the Superlight anyway. And the Superlight then is, we know it's 125, I think the one was it. Yeah, 125 width. Definitely got. But slightly narrower front. Remember the measurements now. Can't remember off the top of my head. This is 41 high, I think. Slightly wider rear, it looks like. Oh, do the middle pressed and not pressed. I mean, they're even pressed in really. It is thinner. That's not even pressed, but because the buttons are so pants, go a little bit further forward maybe on this. It's at 60, and then wow, that's how bad the buttons are. Not pressed, pressed. The horrible. You have that mouse. What, this one? Do you rate it? You liking it? Where did you come from? That's how it compares to the other mouse. People can get, so you get a cheaper version. Same height. So it's very similar. Fits your hand, nice. It's always a bonus. It's a bonus. Any recommendations for a hand of 22 centimeters long? Quite a long hand. Been using recently. That's pretty big. This is quite nice. Bit big for my hand. The Ajaz ATK X1. I've been liking it, but it's a little bit big for my hand. You can see here. Doesn't look like it, but it is bigger. Maybe it's the hump. Yeah. It's a bit higher. So it makes it a little bit of a bigger mouse. Kind of like stretches my hand over the top a bit. Well, actually, weirdly enough. Huh. If the skates make it higher, I don't know. Because the body's still the same. Ironically. How? I was using the mouse that was dodgy when I came out, but got it fixed, but recently died on me. The MM731. What's wrong with it? Maybe I can fix it for you. I can fix mice if you go to shop.birdieBob.com. Depends what's wrong with it. What was that? What's the lightest mouse you have? I've got an M1K, but it's been weight reduced to 15 grams. It looks the same size as a Superlight. It just feels bigger, man. Don't know. Or you could go for like the one that I modded for Final Mouse to show how to get 29-gram fingertip mouse, because they said it was 29 grams, but obviously it isn't. So this little bad boy, which is a G-Wolf HTS, I think. I can't remember what it is. We got to say, can you get more weight out of it, so we did. Can you show the mouse? Does it work? Which one? The Final Mouse, it works. This one. Oh, you mean the M1K? Oh, I can't remember where it is. I don't know. It does work. It's a 2-button wired. Go on my YouTube, which is Betty Bob, and you can see it on there. It's a cabled M1K made out of carbon fibre, but we took all the weight out of it. It's like basically a little square that maps to my fingers. Get a 3D printer? I've got 2. Have you tried the Zero mouse or Zagan? Yeah, the Zagan's the M1K. I've got the M2K as well. Zagan. These are M2s, I think. Or the M1, I can't remember. That's the M1. M1 unmodded. There you go. Well, it's got a modded 3D printed base. Carbon fibre. Japanese on ones. Oh, this isn't it. This is Zagan 2, I think. Yeah, there you go, on the scroll wheel. Base after I trimmed it down for him, they took some inspiration, created that base. Very nice. The biggest mouse you have? I have no idea. Probably a G502X. Something like that, maybe. If that had side buttons, I reckon it would be the most popular. Probably would be it. You want something that's got side buttons like that, Zagan, then get like this G-Wolf Duke for you, and he's got side buttons. So. We'll get this down to in weight, but you can obviously buy it without chopping it up. But I was just saying what was possible. The weigh. Can't be 7 grams. Is it 7 grams? No battery. There's no battery in it, so include like 2.5 grams for your battery. Is that weird? What's it set to? Yeah, okay, 1 second. There's a video on it. They are 21 grams without a battery, so 23, 24 grams with them. That'll be the lightest one, but you think it's like 31 grams stock. Something like that. Depends how far you want to go. That one screams RSI, yeah, give it like that. My hand is broken. Right, like arches. You don't want to arch the back of your hand because that is good night. Data of asking, do you during Valorant with me? Gotta hang around a while. Hang around with streams, I will. Once I remember you. Gotta keep saying hi. Way too small for my hands, they are. That's the problem with the smaller mice. Hands don't fit small mice, so you should get some. This is what I was trying to say to Final Mouse a while ago. Is this is 29 grams, ignore the loose battery and stuff, but you get the idea of like a standard width fingertip mouse. Now, I think you do make them probably G-Wolf to be fair, but Final Mouse should make a fingertipped mouse. I don't know why they're not doing it. They're crazy. They can welcome that for the 6 million they'll make. Can you turn that music? Is it too loud? Turn it down. Sean Paul too much. Is that better? Should be down there. Controlled through OBS, I think. Is it just like a super light? Yeah, they're very similar. But you can see they've got slightly different button shapes. It's got the same pre-travel problems. It just has better side buttons, which we'll have a look at. We'll take it apart, by the way, in a minute. We'll take it to pieces and have a look how it's built. But they are similar. Maybe slightly narrower. You know, for 50, I think it's 50 UK. So about what? $50, $60 or something. UK pounds. It's not bad. It's one of the better clones I've felt in my hand, to be fair. 65 grams. So it's a little bit heavy in today's terms, but not the end of the world. For, I think Pulsar is making a fingertip mouse. Wouldn't surprise me if they didn't. Would not surprise me. They need to. I'm like on the X2 G23 they sent me to look at. Clicks sound nice. The buttons are making them feel mushy. My personal choice. Those other ones feel like today for some reason. Hey, Jazz now don't feel like good. I don't know. I still don't like the Pulsar ones, even though they feel okay against these. You need one with a nice click, which is like. This one does feel like it has a good click. And it's sometimes also to do with the button setup and how this little pre-travel there is. Like, this is the ATK, and you can see it's got a little bit of pre-travel, but it's pretty good. And that makes the difference. That feels mushy because the pre-travel sucks. Right, because the Maya. I always like this Maya from Lamzu. Feels nicer because the buttons are decent. And the side buttons are okay on this. Like nice mouse, this shape doesn't work for me. You got a glorious Model O there, probably somewhere in my pile of 400, 300, whatever I got. But it's not handy. I don't really use glorious that much, so it's buried. I like razor clicks, they feel snappy to me. Nah, they're totally mush. Don't worry. Razors are mush. Here's the new Death Adder Hyperspeed V3 for an example. I know they sound snappy, and they do feel better in this version of it, to be fair. They click, but they don't. They sound clicky, but they don't snap in the feel. It's hard to explain. They're like, I don't know, they feel a bit mushy to me. I've never been a fan of their Optomex. They're getting better, maybe. Cheaper X-shape disgusts you, why? I know our Razor don't give us an ability to change the switches in the Razor because they're so easy to. They're so easy to change the switches in the Razors because of their PCB design. It's just nuts. They don't give us the option to pick different types of switches. Is that normal? What's that? I feel like the newer variant of the Glorious Model O have slightly more mushy clicks. What, the G Pro 2 is that? I've got a G Pro. I've got a Model O. Here you go. I've got a Model O 2. It feels okay, to be fair. Tell the pre-travel's pretty bad on it, but maybe a little bit mushy compared. Yeah. It's so subtle sometimes. Okay. It's more to do, and this is where you need to look at some of the mods I did on YouTube for like sorting pre-travel out. Is like it's got. It feels like it's got a lot of pre-travel, and that's what makes it feel horrible. Rather than the switch. It's not necessarily always the switch, it can be the button design, and one of the best button designs is the MZ1 from Extra File. The mouse isn't very good, the shape or anything, but the button design in it is probably one of the best. Did you try the Endgame Gear OP1X, OP18K? Yep, got some more. Endgame Gear makes some really good mice. Like side buttons on this feels beautiful. These are really nice side buttons. Nice and clicky. Feels a bit small at the front, so anything with this version, but mains are okay on this one. Again, a little bit mushy, I would say. At the end of the world though. We've got a nice design. But the trouble, one of the problems they made here, you might not realise, is they made the buttons so thin. Like this part of it. And this creates a bit of flex, which creates it to feel mushy. One of the mice that suffer from that is the VXE R1, I think it's called. Yeah, R1 Pro, and people are like, oh, try this one out, Bob. And it's got some really thin buttons that make it, I mean, look at that. It just does not feel nice to use. Compared to what's out there, there's much better mice, but it's cheap, so. you think of Attack Shark R8? Just another clone. Yeah, it's okay. Another clone. A bit like the Ajaz, but they're the same company, aren't they? What keyboard do you have? I use a custom... I've got a lot of keyboards, but I've got all the microphones. This is what I'm using at the minute. It's my custom Brimstone Wooting 60 that I built on stream the other week, or the other month. I've used all the Wooting parts this time. We did build on originally the BLD plate, I think it was. Blade 60, sorry, plate, and this has got the TTC Optomex in it. I'll customise it for Valorant. Got Brimstone on it. Is the Razer Viper 3 very good? I don't like it. It's cheaply put together. Took it apart on stream a long time ago. All the pros using it because they're getting paid. The Hyperspeed's good, the new Death Adder V3 Hyperspeed. They just need to make a new, better Viper version. The Viper 1 was probably better, to be fair. You love cats too. You have two hairy cats. Cute. Gotta love some kitty cats. Kitty cats. Tell us how it feels when you review and use it. What's that? Already been on there, the OP18K. I did it ages ago, so I'll never use it because it's got a cable. I don't see the point. But their XM2W is good, so the 4K one should be. I just need to get hold of one. Can you flex Wooting keyboard switch? How do you mean? You want me to show the switch, you mean? What mouse has the smoothest sensor tracking? I mean, the mouse are using all the same sensors, apart from Logitech. So, you want the smoothest, but I want 8K, but I think it's overrated. So I just stick to 1K at the minute. What mouse has the smoothest, most responsive clicks? The click's coming out of the button now. It's how the button design is rather than the switch, I would say. Can you recommend anything similar to the Lamzu Atlantis? Probably like a Viper Mini or something. But Razer didn't make any Viper Mini apart from the signature rip-off versions. Would you like to see my switch for my routing, was it? TTC sent me these out. Have a look. Test them out. And I've been liking them to them. So they sent us a, I guess this one. Hall effect. This is what's good about the Wooting keyboard. Is give you the Hall effect switches, but you can change them. What mouse would I recommend? It comes down to the shape. I'm flicking between mice if you watch my streams. I've got the X2H V3 at the minute I use quite a lot, but I don't particularly like the main switches. I've got the, I might mod that a bit. I've got the ATX X1 that I really like in it, but it feels too big for me. I've got the new Final Mouse Competition, but I'm not too sure about it. There's no kitty cats around. All downstairs. Or does it have a kitty cat? If you go on my Instagram, I just on TikTok. Instagram and TikTok, I'm showing them bit by bit. Put some vids on there of them. So yeah, I'm using the TTC. Oh, it's called Hall Effect Purple or something. And we had the Jades. We had some other ones, but yeah, nice. We've done some keyboard builds on the stream, so. Jade magnetic, we don't put them in yet though. Gator on. I think Pure, if he's on here, uses those Gatorons. Make a video about your cats. Just the kitties. Alright, I'll do it. I'll do it tomorrow. Meow, meow, meow. All 5 of them in. What was the X mouse? What, the application you mean? Oh, you mean this one? This VXE ATK X1 is 8K, but it's nice. I've been liking it. Switches look far forward, and that's one thing you need to look at. That's probably what makes it feel big for me. So it's nice. One of the main features of this is the ability to take out the switches. Magneto, yeah, they're Hall effects, correct, yeah. It's the only keyboard I know you can change out the Hall effect switches. I've got the Viper, so I've got the Razer Huntsman V3, Pulsar's Pro, Drunk Disc S75, Pulsar's, Hall Effect version, and something else. I've tried them all. Still go back to the routing. Routing's still the best keyboard. Software, customizability, and the feel. Is that the king of all switches? Yeah, there's a personal preference, right? This is the one I liked, and that's the one they want me to show off on that keyboard, and I'm not changing it, so I like it. But I don't think Hall Effect keyboards are particularly nice to type on, if I'm honest. I prefer like a nice creamier switch, but you know, is what it is. Trash my whole house. But... oh, I'll show you the comparison. Oh, no. Probably better comparison of like. I'll show you the Huntsman in a sec again to get your ears ready for the Razor Huntsman V3. Here's the Tofu 2, I think it is, that we built. This has got Beauberies in it. So it sounds okay. Let me get the thingy-majig. If I can find it, because I've been sorting my room out. Do you work in tech? Yep, I work in IT. You tell? Compare the Viper for you 1 second. I got off tangent. That's the Lamzu Hall Effect keyboard, if you've not seen it. Oh. Hang on. This is quite nice, this, but it's got silicone buttons. The problem I didn't like about it was the software, but actually as a keyboard it's nice. Hall Effect. It's a bit dirty to be fair. Did use it quite a while. There you go. Now we have the Huntsman V3, horrible. And we've got Pulsar's new one that they sent me, which that's quite a nice Hall Effect. Give me a custom plate. Software's not the best. The only one that's modded is the routing, but it's quite a nice stock. But this thing, oops. So here's Razor's default Huntsman V3 TKL, yeah, Pro. White blue keyboard looks beautiful. Nice sound, yeah. That's the Lamzu Pro, but. And the ping on it is bad enough. And there's a routing custom. I mean, still sounds okay. I wouldn't say it was the best sounding keyboard out there. Lamzu Pro. A bit more muted. These are all Hall Effect, by the way. Sounds probably the best, I would say. Pulsar's stock one as well. Not bad sounding. From Viper sounds like it's absolutely horrific. And then a stock, just a normal keyboard with Boba 4s in it, or B4Us, what they are. Nothing sounds as bad as the Glorious. I've not tried the Hall Effect Glorious one. Didn't send it to me. I'm not buying it. What's your best MX keyboard? I've got loads, I don't know. I need to get rid of some, to be fair. I've had loads of different ones. I'll just flick around at the moment. I'm liking the routing, so I'm still using that. Well, I like the 80% one, which I think Pure's got. I'd show you the junk day, but I've got half the keys off at the minute. If I had to pick a keyboard at the minute, it'd still be the routing. Probably pick the routing 80. That's what I'm trying to get. What mouse do you recommend for gaming? Mate, there's so many mice. Pick the one that would fit your hand best, and then work from there. Where'd you buy the mice? AliExpress, from the manufacturers. Sometimes they send them me. Pulsar generally send me their stuff. There you go. 80J's lubed. Oh, we're not my tea. God damn. got Mackie D's Coke, don't we? Or Diet Coke. I don't like sugar on my teeth. So one of the main features of this INCOTT G23 is the ability to change the switches, which is the purple one. I thought they were. And it's rocking the Hawanu translucent shell pink dots. Quite a cool design there. One of the only ones I've seen so far have this ability to change the switch there. So you change it to pull it out. Yep, yeah, here's part of the switch. That's what it looks like inside. It's using, looks like a keyboard hot swap, which I've shown before. I've done the Milmax mod. People are starting to use that now, you see. Best switch? I don't know, maybe. We could pull out the OG on one 20mm or 10mm Japan one actually, which is the, I think, the OG switch. This is the McDaddy switch. Soups might deny, Pure might try and deny that, but recently got a Razer Viper Pro 8K polling, but it's worse than my HyperX Pulsefire. It could be. Don't rate the Viper Pro. Keep telling people that. The Death Adder V3 Pro Hyperspeed is good, but when I say good, it's better. There you go. It's really just change the switch. I like the design for the hot swap. Looks a bit cheesy there. We'll take it apart in a minute. We'll see how exactly it works. But there we go. Now we've got a On1 Japan against the Hawanu translucent. Do you want to hear it? Let's have a listen. Which do you prefer? It's a bit difficult for you to decide because you can't feel it, but feels better than noise, right? But there you go. Let's go Hawanu first. I'll do it here. We should pick it up here. See, to me, the On1 just feels snappier. The Hawanus aren't bad, they're very close, but they do feel a little bit more mushier compared to it. It's like fractional, I would say, but I'll have to send you some PR. Once you've gone On1 Japan, you won't go back. For me, the best light switch. They're both pretty good, to be fair. I think what lets down this mouse is the pre-travel. What a surprise. And they will hot swap also, allow you. And they will allow you to also do hot swap. What if they change mice buttons into Hall effect switches? I don't know if they'll let us change it. No one's really created hot swaps. This is one person, one company that's done it. ROG did it. The Razer Viper, all the Razer mod, all the new Razer mice are hot swappable switches, but Razer don't seem to allow us to do that. So you can do it now on the Mech ones. It's not an issue. People could make that design, but Milmax, but someone said Asus holds the patent for it. I don't know how true that is. But by far one of the coolest features, it's got some pretty custom skates. Overall, I think if I'm after a cheaper, I've got a cheaper super light clone, like an hot swap switch on, this is definitely worth looking at. It's certainly better to swap the switches on this than it will be on the Superlight 2 because the Opto Mechs in it are a pain to swap. This has got 8K, that doesn't, it's still 1K that version. Side buttons feel better, they're not perfect but they're not bad. And overall shape's nice. It's a nicer shape I think than the Superlight if I'm honest. The comfort grooves and stuff, but it's very similar. It's not bad, yeah, it's decent for the money. I'd pick it up if I wanted a cheaper 8K Superlight clone. I could swap the switches in. I didn't mind the extra 5 Gs in weight. At the end of the world. Could change the battery pretty easily. Let's see. Well, let's see what it's like inside, shall we? Yeah, I'll take the sharp. Interesting design, isn't it? I like the way you can just pop the bottom off these and hot swap them. Well, interesting to see how it works. Perhaps why there's a bit of pre-travel. I mean, you could easily pad this out to make it a bit better for pre-travel, to make it a much better mouse. And I might do that when we test it, but we'll I'll test this on Valorant. It won't be tonight, but we'll take it apart now and have a look, see what's going on with it. So let's give it away, and then we'll see what it's like inside, see how they built it properly, see if there's any real issues when we look at it properly. 65 Gs, so on the money. They didn't lie to us when they told us what it was going to weigh. By the way, my MX, I meant like a regular mechanical keyboard. Yeah, I know what you mean. I've got, I don't know, normal keyboard. It's more about the switch to me than the body. Like I like some of the tofu stuff. It's cheap. Well, I say cheap. Still like 500 quid, isn't it? I like a non-bump switch. Just a linear switch. Are you in the UK? Yep, I'm in Manchester. People always ask me like, what's my mains and stuff. I continuously change it, so I don't really have a main. My routing's been my main for a bit, but it's because I like that keyboard. But the only hot swappable Hall effect keyboard I know of is the routing at the minute. An MX1, there's quite a lot of them. You just have to get the right PCB, right? You want a Razer Viper Mini SE shape? I love using you love using your WL mouse Beast X. You get the Mini. That's the basically the equivalent, isn't it? You with an Avalanche. There's a Beast X Mini. Microphone. Get that. I find the side buttons can be in a weird position on them, but it's definitely the closest clone around. Right, let's take the skates off. Just on the original bottle of Zippo fluid. I might be bought a new one because we're running out. It's about 5 years, this, I reckon. Mouse is my favourite. Probably the Razer Copad or the Microsoft Intelli, the OGs, because all the new stuff's very, very similar. Like that's why I've stopped looking at mice at the minute, because everything's the same. Like all they're doing is like copying each other. It's going from 4K to 8K, same shape. You know, maybe they've made some hot swappable switches great, but they've cloned the shape of the G Pro Superlight. You know what I mean? Like, where's the innovation? Come on. Favourite mouse at the minute is probably the Pulsar X2H V3, but I just don't like the switches and the mains. And we're going to try and fix that maybe by changing the pre-travel on it, so you can make it a bit snappier. I like a very snappy switch. Cat gift, did you see it? Yeah, I didn't apologise. Thank you for the cat gift, tofu, and cheers Jason for the rose. My bad. Got 5 streams going on, 4 streams, 5 streams. I can't remember. A lot. I stream on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. If you want to do giveaways and stuff, then be on TikTok. Sorry, if you want to do giveaways, be on Twitch. Because on Twitch you get points while you watch me on every stream, and then on Fridays we always do a giveaway. But it's like Valorant points, Steam vouchers, mice sometimes. Thank you for the cat one. You send me, I've got it, I can see it. Don't send me another. Appreciate it. I'll do a cat vid. Get you out for the cats tomorrow. Do a cat introduction video. Cheers. Is it Gassum Kitty? If I murdered your name. Appreciate the cat. Or 2 cats. Meow meow. Cute. Thank you. 0.73. These are a bit of a weird sweet. Meow meow meow. Call me Isabel. Alright, no worries. See the cats. Oh, well, you have to see if you can remember the names. We've all got low personality. 0.46. Nice. Right, these skates look a little bit unique. A cat intro video. Was that when you first visited my channel? I got a bunch of tips and tricks for your gear. Hey, try to helping you, sir. It's difficult, like testing so much stuff around, but 1K hertz is all you need. Agreed. I started to realise, like, I didn't realise originally how much the changing the polling messed up your sense. Like, it just makes a horrible mess of it. So stick to 1K unless you really want to do anything like that. Do you have a 3D printer? Oh no, Soups is on. Yeah, I've got 2 3D printers. We used to do 3D printing. We're going back to it. It's on the schedule. It's right next to me here, Soups, don't worry. Hopefully end of this week. I want to do, like, got a desk on this side to basically put the printers on, and we can CAD the bases and stuff, and I kind of want to get into that. I need to do that pretty quick, but I've been saying that for 2 years since my house was renovated, so yeah. It's coming. Excited for the kitty cats. Alright, taking the skates off, trying to be a bit delicate. Screws under it, but no surprise. I'm going to take this part bit by bit, by the way, so hope you're true nerds. Cat might turn up, just be asleep, one of them. Shark X3 is good mouse. Yep, it's okay. There's nothing to shout from the skies from, you know what I mean? From the X3, it's just another clone. But, you know, right price, right shape, why not? Sorry, I just realised I'm on the wrong camera, I think. There's the main base. Blame my mods for not flicking my camera. Let me down, you know what I mean? Anyway, what we have on the base is basically 5 sets of screws. 5 screws, not sets, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know most mice have good clips, so again, people still are screwing the bases down for weight when they're trying to keep it lightweight, I guess. Like, you don't need it, just get decent clips, man. How much would you recommend for around 90? I like some of the pulsars, but that's why I'm still rocking around with this. I like that ATK X1. That was $89, I think, with the maybe 110 with the dongle. Something like that. Like the VGN Dragonfly, if you really want to get some a bit cheap, about 40 quid. That's a really good mouse. Lamzu Atlantis, yeah, they're good. Lamzu Maya's good. Help me a lot, the beard, the saviour. Hey, cheers, man. What'd you play at the moment? Big long, rich moustache. Is it moustache? Moustache line? I'm liking Valorant at the minute, but it might make me kill myself. The toxicity. That's not. It's just the rank system's so lame. Oh no, see, we've pulled the skate apart. I've got my, that's what I do, actually, I'm not showing you this. Did I show you it before? I've got my, well, we've ended up playing Tarkov, which we'll do for a bit. I bought my Tarkov cosplay, I've got a hat now as well. So we need to get some going. Got my vest. See? So, you know, make it a bit different. Thinking of getting the Dragonfly. It's a good mouse. It is around here somewhere. It's one of the best ones, budget out at the moment, like, bar none. The one I had anyway, which is probably about a year old now, but it was a beast. Did you get the killer helmet? Not yet. I've just bought a U-set cap because, I don't know. I don't want a massive helmet on my head, you know what I mean? We'll see. I'm waiting for you, Ninja, to get your Tarkov gear, mate. You let me down. Your new stream, mate. Not really messing. Tried to play it last week and just wanted to throw himself off a bridge, so... And I tried to play it this week, or this weekend, I was having the same problems with people just killing me continuously. But it wasn't my laptop downstairs, so a bit different maybe. But I don't mind killing sight, but it can get a little bit annoying. Yeah, so yeah, a bit nerdy this bit. We'll take them apart bit by bit, see what they're on. This label's probably £half a gram. What do you reckon? Get your guess in. My pet hates these companies that make lightweight mice, but then put loads of junk with them like this, where they're not thinking about it. Like, why do you need this label? You could etch it on, which is what Razer started doing after we ripped them for using a 1 gram label. Sounds like a lot, but when you've got lightweight mouse, 1 gram is quite a bit. I know it sounds tiny, but every little bit counts, right? It's probably some legal limit reason why they've got to keep these details on them, but I'm going to try to hide some of the weight reductions while we take them apart. But, you know, you're going to trim out all that weight and then stick a label on it. What we did to the mouse, we're just taking a look inside, see how well it's built. Can't review a mouse without fully understanding it, right? People do, but I don't. But at the moment, we just take it apart because people like to trim weight out of mice. I don't know who showed them how to do that, but they were crazy whoever showed them that. They created all, and then all these other companies created lightweight mice. The delays between the screens are making you crazy. What, the transitions? It's just the way it is, isn't it? It's crazy. What's that gap for? Put a DPI switch in there or something? Why did they cover it up? Maybe it's just like to take weight out. Don't know. I want shoot fire, shots fired soups. People, you know, people. Companies taking the idea and not giving any credit. Logitech wouldn't do that, would he? Lightest mouse I got, M1K, 15 grams. Wouldn't recommend doing it. Maybe Zowie? No, they wouldn't do that either. Of course they wouldn't. People can thank me for their lightweight mice. Does never know who I am. Great things about this mouse, OP. Mate, it's good. It's got a little bit of pre-travel on the mains. I like the hot swappable features. The comfort grooves are nice. Build quality looks okay on the outside. I think it was 50 UK pounds, so it's cheap. 8K. Nice skates. They're a little bit translucent, which is a bit weird. Freaking me out still. Now we'll take a deeper look. Put a lot of screws in it, 65 grams, but it's got a 500 milliamp battery in it, so I reckon you could easily drop that down by another 2.5 grams if you're that bothered. You could also drop some of these screws in it, because somebody's got so many. I'm from Liverpool, so not too far from Manchester. No, not at all. I like the bagel place in Liverpool in the China part. Is that Chinatown? I go there quite a lot. I used to work on Liverpool docks. Here we go inside. Oh, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty well built. Best mouse for esports. Shape is key in esports. I won't worry too much about 8K. I'd get the shape right and I'd get some nice switches. And you probably have to mod it to get the right switches, if I'm honest. I wouldn't particularly go for Optomax because I think they're overhyped, but you know, the human body can't click that fast. People seem to think it can. So what I've looked at now is things like the MCU, how it's been built. You know, it's pretty light to be fair. It's got a 500mAh battery. It's got this extra weight in for the switch and the construction of this. It's been trimmed out. This is pretty good, man. They've done a good job on this. Don't know who these are. INCOTT. This is looking pretty good. Chinese mice back in the day, let's say 5 to 10 years ago, were horrible, but now they're looking pretty good inside. But that's because they're just borrowing ideas from other companies. Which is why we're not seeing much innovation at the minute. Well, this is pretty nice. These companies done a bit more innovation, let's say. These have done quite a good job. They took out a lot of weight here in this PCB, which is nice. They've been inspired, I would say, but it's good. 4 screws there. Okay. That also designed it a bit like Razer, where they're using the PCB to keep the structure from flexing. It's one of the little tricks people are doing at the minute. Music's loud, mic's quiet. On TikTok, I don't understand why that one is, because it should be. Have a look, 1 second. A sec. I don't know. That's that one, maybe. Have a listen, 1 second. Join the team, is that? Oh, it is loud, isn't it? Alright, 1 sec. Let's see if that turns. There you go, we'll just go to that. I don't know why that's on, so that better now. We don't want that on there. I thought it was all built into OBS now because I changed them, but it should be better for you now. There we go. Thank you. Just let me know. Way better. Good. Yeah, it shouldn't be that loud. It's louder on Twitch. I can control it better. Otherwise, it might be on there. So appreciate it. Yeah, I joined the team. Kitty, kitty, meow, meow. Cheers for the love heart. Call you Kitty or Isabel. Cheers for the heart, Isabel. Appreciate it. Do you like mouses with hex designs? I don't mind them. I like them. Yeah. I used to drill mice holes in them. Well, I'm not saying I used to. I still do. So I think I'm not into like aesthetics. I don't care what mice look like. I'm more for like the practicality of it. So. Meow meow. But yeah, good so far. Pretty good. Mouse is open. RGB increases balling. Sure does. Right, let's see what side buttons we got. Have they used full-size switches? I've guessed. What do you reckon? Are these in full-size switches or not? This is why they feel good. I'll give you that as a hint. This is why they're better than the Superlight. See if you know about mice. See if you're nerdy enough. Mice and cats. Are you nerdy enough? Are you ready to be a cowboy? A cowboy? You can give me a hat. I don't think you can on it, can you? I don't think it's going to work. Mustache you give me. I've gotten the WL Mouse Beast X, but I don't like it. I'm thinking of going back to the Superlight. What do you like about it? I found the side buttons on it a little bit too far forward for me. I've actually got a modded one with two different switches, one left, one right, different. When I was using, I might try it again on Valorant. I was modding it to get better with the Vandal control for the fire, trying to tweak it a little bit. Cheers for the cowboy hat. Isabel and 5 Roses. Cheers. The clock app. What's the clock app? I mean TikTok. Oh, I see. I don't think it comes on me though because I'm kind of like I'm not like fully like faced on it. I got like the vertical view, so it's different. Cheers, I appreciate it. I think you can make me look like a cowboy. You might be able to when I'm playing Valorant or something, maybe. It's sort of light. I can't say it, but it feels like I'm holding nothing. It's too light for you, okay. I see. Maybe like a bit. I like a weight of mouse between 50 to 60 grams, probably 55. Did you guess it right? Using Hawanu green switches, which is the proper switch. And that's why their buttons feel nice. Oh man, let's see, someone's taken notice. Although they've got interchangeable ones, which will give it a bit of a pass for using the different mains. They've kept the switches the same. Now is the scroll wheel the same? It's full size, I can see that, but bonus, right? I'm gonna have to do the cats for you now then, aren't I? Yeah, Isabel, that's what you're saying. Cat video. See, things like this little rubber bit, I'm just gonna save weight, but maybe it's something to do with the legal system, but trying to save weight, I don't know some way to put it on there, but they're giving you a full mouse for 65 grams there, give them that. Full switches, so again they could have saved weight by changing the switches out, but they haven't. I'm scared of the Superlight though because 3 of mine, the battery was dangling around freely. Yeah, there's stickiness inside, they're like glued down. You can open them up. Look at my YouTube, there's loads of ways to tear it apart, so I'm going to video, but there's loads of ways to tear these down. I've shown them. You can watch these streams, I've took about 1,000 apart, I reckon. You can easily stick it back together like double-sided tape. They rattle, but not too hard to take apart, but you have to change your feet generally. That's the only problem. You're a slammer. Got the feeling. Valorant making you rage. Are you doing PD in you, right? 47.1 grams. You can't see on TikTok, we're actually weighing it here, by the way, but the camera's not there, unfortunately, for you. I might tweak that. It's nice PCB design. They've done a good job at this mouse, I've got to be honest. The way it's built looks good as well. This is how you truly understand how mice are built if you're interested. They could slightly improve their side button design. No different to anyone else, but not the end of the world. You could definitely get more weight out of this. Could show some tricks. Now they can get this below 60 grams without making much difference to it. Keeping it looking standard. The stock look without butchering it. Not the Butcher Bob special, this will be legit. I'm currently saving up and building my own custom games room. Nice, I like it. 15k.
I've got balls of steel.
Hell, the games room, mate. What are we putting in there? Full-on simulator. Cheers. It's Acrylis, is it? If I murdered that name, apologies. Acrylics, is it? Not very good with names, but appreciate it. Follow. Just to waste, I mean, 150. You could get a mouse that's lasting more than 2 months. Yeah, that's not a good time. So, look, if you want to look at this one, maybe if you want to just only $50 US, I think, or like a VGN Dragonfly if you don't spend too much. I won't go to Razer if it was my choice. I get it right. Yes, it's a rarity. It's a rarity. What's the overall weight of the mouse? 65 grams. This one, which is not bad given what they're trying to do with it, I suppose. So you can easily take them out. Like, you can easily get down. Look at the size of this DPI button, for instance. Like, because they got this like cool design, which actually is quite a cool design, right? So look here, it's such a big button, so you can easily trim that out. But what's good, and what Razer need to learn from, no dig, is they've not plastic riveted it. See, they're not cheaping out on the rivets, which Razer do, which is one of the reasons why their buttons feel horrible. What's that? I've just bought a full plane cockpit. Ah, you're going for DCS simulator, is that what you're going for? Nice. I have a second-hand Razer keyboard and mouse from my uncle. Hey, nice good uncle. Quality uncle there, Isabel. What games you play? Same for the new ones. You have to do a pink version, doesn't it? Get a Viper pink one. Using the same screws as well, nice. Did they rivet this on there? They might have riveted this on actually. But I'll let them off because they did screw it. Oh no, maybe they're not, it's just a bit tricky. It flies across the room in a sec. Custom PC, well, yeah, if you're building a simulator, it's going to be expensive, like you say. PC, the gear, I presume you put in like, what you, like, it's joysticks and stuff. I got the X55 Heartless. That was dear enough back in the day. Didn't rivet it. I mean, look at it. You could definitely get some weight out of this puppy. Look at it. Is that magnetic? Oh, yeah. Okay. Why make it magnetic? Gonna be a hell of a simulator, that, mate, I tell you. Have you seen the Rorum SH01 Pro mouse? 55 grams. And it's like a Viper Mini with a hot swappable mouse switch 1 and 2. I've not seen that one actually. You got a link? No, you probably can't share it actually. See if you can see if someone can share it for us. I'd be interested. Let's have a look. Razer released the was it the Cobra? That was horrible. When they released their rip-off signature edition. 3 monitors. Oh baby, it's gonna be a beast. You got like a racing sim seat for it, like a one that converts. No, they're magnetic. They could definitely take a lot more weight out of this. 100%. They get this way below 50, below 60, I reckon. If they do some other stuff. Might have to mod this one. Assuming people want to see that. 0.5 gram for that piece, and that piece is, wow, 1.5 grams. So 2 grams there, just in that main. That's a lot for a DPI button, I've got to be honest. That's probably the heaviest DPI button I've ever seen in my life. 750 quid. Damn. You got the like a nice steering wheel for it as well. Met keys. All it. Oh, I have to delete it. You've been a message back for the soups from acrylics, is it? Tart. For that mouse. Tart. I was saying acrylics sent a link for a mouse from that Mech Tech. Mech keys, you just ping us up that link. You liking it? Nice. What mouse did you have before that? The F1 concept. It's gonna be a beast. Absolute machine you'll be up there, Dean. What about games on it? What are you playing then, game wise? Did you say that? You playing like F1? You playing Forza? You playing some DCS? Bit of everything. You had a WL Beast X. Was a bit too big for your hands. Okay. Yeah, it was the normal one, not the wasn't the mini. Switches are good. They made a good job with this mouse. These are good. They thinned out these too much. No, okay. A lot of people now starting to thin out these buttons. They're not done too much now. Pretty standard design. Looks a bit like a super light switch actually. No surprise there. F1 4 Need for Speed. Oh, classic. Played Need for Speed for ages. 2.8. Not bad. Let's have a look about mouse. Soups has let me down. Let me have a look 1 second. What's it called? I can see that link actually. On the move, no worries, mate, when you're messing. Here's the link of someone else, was it? Oh, didn't work anyway. Can't do it. Where can we find the link? Oh, I've got to log into your account. Mice. What did you say it was called? SH? Show something. One second. Oh, SH Pro 1. Okay, Tart. Oh, yeah, okay. A bit like a Viper. Right, I'll put the link in 1 second. There you go. People are interested. And it's like a Viper, doesn't it? It's quite big though. Is that a mini version? Is that what it's like, the mini shape? It's definitely a mini. Looks like a Viper, doesn't it? Alright, might take a look at one. Sega Mega Drive. Oh, baby. I've still got to play Desert Strike. Got it. I used to love it. My cousin's boyfriend used to have it when I was a kid, and I could never. My parents never bought me a Mega Drive. I always wanted to play Desert Strike. I used to play it when I used to go and see her. Chunky Booty. Viper. I mean, I still don't get why Razer hasn't released a Viper Mini, just a cheap version one. It's just insane, a mini. Too many consoles. I like it. Get like a dedicated room for it all now then. Just think there's like little rubber bits to cushion some of the switches. Did a good job on this. There's so much weight in there, you could rip out of it. I am half tempted just to chomp this up. See what's possible. What do you reckon? I reckon it's 15 grams. It is 13.7. Okay, not bad. Here's a PCB, quite completed. Do you have any TikTok mods? TikTok mods. I haven't got any, actually. You want to be one? I need one. You like cats? I have room full of boxes that I'm transforming. You know, like a IKEA like desk with all the consoles under it and stuff, and like one screen and stuff. You like my YouTube videos? Cheers. I'll do more mice. Well, I'm still doing mice and keyboards and stuff. I just need to find like some new stuff to inspire me. You know what I mean? It's all the same stuff at the minute. I like it, Dean. You have to send me some pictures on Discord, mate, when you get it set up. Cat mod team, exactly. To be a mod on TikTok, you got to be a cat lover. It's the only way. It's a hell of a tall encode. Looks like a 13. But they've given us again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws. You're allergic to cat soups. How can you be a mod on Twitch when you're allergic to cats? It's just wrong. It's wrong, mate. It feels wrong now. You've had that privilege for, what, 5 years? That's with the new vetting. You've got to be a cat lover. You have to show me your cat. I'm going to say the other word because it'd be a bit wrong, but you have to see your cats to prove you're before you can be a mod. How can you say dogs are greater than cats? Oh my god, what's happening to this chat? I only upgraded you recently, Pure. You made your own 3D printed mouse. Ooh, I like it. What do you use to draw it? And what do you take the inspiration from to get the shape from? Nearly midnight is indeed. There we go. Give me my first cat mod. There you go. Congrats, Isabel, you are now my first cat mod on TikTok. Don't abuse the privilege, don't have to be one. Seem cool enough. Don't feel like you have to though. Oh my days, I've stuck this battery down. Holy moly. It looks a bit, is it like a dual battery together? Am I seeing that right? Is that 2 batteries are stuck together in like a serial? I see what you put. Man, it looks like it is 2 batteries. Look, that's a weird design for 500 milliamp. I've not seen that where they've added like another battery on top of a battery. This might be heavier than we think. Right, what sort of weight's like? Oh, turned themselves off. You used a razor and combined it with a Logitech. Oh mate, you gotta show me some pictures. You sound like you're more nerdy than I am, mate. 9 grams. This battery's 10 grams. What the hell? What's this company doing? They need some guidance from the master. This can save so much weight. Oh my days. How can that be a 10? It's actually a 10 gram, 9.9 grams, that battery. That is a lot of battery. I could almost club someone to death for that. How they? I can't work that out. So 500 milliamp, 3.7 volt. How? You could drop in, you can put it down to 60 grams by just changing that to a standard 500 milliamp battery. That makes no sense. Why have they got such a... What? Using their design team. Get them sacked. You can employ the bearded wonder. You got a degree in it. Ah. Oh, here we go. Is that what you did for your degree? Then you built a custom mouse. I like it. I mean, come on, Soups. You got a 502X, mate. That's like... It's like the skates are weighting. The equivalent of the skates weight on that is pretty much that. Most of 4 and 5 grams, yeah. Most of 5 grams. Some of the lighter 240 milliamps are like 3. 150 is around 3 to 5. Yeah, it's heavy. I was expecting 5 to 6 grams in weight, maybe 7, but not 10. Got tiger ice on it. All right, at least you've done something decent. Need to reduce the friction. It's like putting a truck, putting a little bit of like slippier tires on it. Can't run cables in AD. We're all about wireless, mate. Dreams design a gun skin for games. Ooh, that'd be pretty cool. You have a sketchbook of Valorant skins. I like it. I don't have like the Valorant skins or not. I don't know. I like classic skins like the Recons and stuff in Valorant. I like the Bubba, but a bit more like wacky, I guess, that one. And the Prelude, is it? That's quite nice. But I find the Valorant skins a bit weird. They're a bit like, I don't know, a bit tree. Like I don't know, they're a bit much for me. I think I'm a simple guy. We've got a lot of screws in there. We're on the Logitech terms of screws. We haven't finished yet. We've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 screws so far. Sign of a good mouse. Just raise it about 1. Lots of plastic rivets. I'm always digging a razor. Actually, I'm a razor fanboy, so just people know that. I don't actually hate razor. I know it sounds like I do. I just wish they'd just do better things because they've got the capability to. I'm not angry, I'm disappointed in razor. Logitech are too commercial. Razer could be better. They listen to people and then they make some weird decisions. The Game of Val skins are sick. One that plays video games. Razer makes the best Hall effect keyboards. If you looked at all the sponsorship, you'd think that, wouldn't you? And Zarid makes all the best monitors. Zarid does make some bigger monitors, but Razer, like so many pros using Razer stuff, and especially that Viper V3 Pro. I'm just like, come on, please, there's better mice than that. It's crazy. Hey, cringe, someone with common sense. Razer with the on 1 up to mech would be much better. I agree, much nicer switch. The white version, maybe not the orange version. It's a little bit stiff. The orange version, I actually prefer it. People wouldn't like it, be too stiff. Zarid only makes 10 panels. I'm not sure they made an OLED panel. I don't know, made a nice OLED. Like, what are they doing? Why are they letting like ROG and Sony and LG take over that market? Which is where it's going. Do you like the Neon Frontier? Is that the one where it's like... plays the cowboy spin sound. It's the one where when you shoot someone in the head, you have a little cowboy face and as they kill, like skull thing. Looks pretty cool. The sheriff. Great if you like typing in puddles of glass, puddles of piss. What's that for? Razors. I used to like Razer keyboards. I had a Lycosa. I used to love that thing. I like some of the Razer stuff. They're just going downhill. I don't know what they're doing. They're making me want to cry when I see Razer bring out new mice. And some of the stuff like not bringing out a Viper Mini and bringing out a Cobra that weighs like a tank. And just randomly, just weird stuff. Like, Razer were built for gamers and stuff and they're just throwing it in the bin. Logitech weren't. You know what, making your own full mech RGB keyboard to go with the mouse, good idea? I would. That'd be cool. There's loads of PCBs and stuff now you can just easily make. Like, I'd go for it if you got the capability and skill set, which sounds like you have, so. Especially to go with your custom room, right? Got to. You can't have a bog standard keyboard, same with your mouse, you need to get painted. You can't have all the bog standard stuff in there, mate, and not like, you know what I mean? With all that, it's got to be pimp. The sheriff one, that's the one, that's it. It's cool skin, I like that one, yeah. Agreed, nice looking skin, that one. Sheriffy. I'll just push these through, okay. Alright, so this is what it looks like inside. It feels like they've got maybe a little bit of an idea from Endgame Gear, where they had their interchangeable switches, but they built them inside. This is kind of what I get this feeling from. It's looking good. Maybe these are all the same switches, they're listening. This is kind of where I think they've got the idea from, but then create this hot socket kind of idea. Yeah. There's a speaker wireless for some reason. A nice scroll wheel. Feels good. If you've tried modding scroll wheels, can be an absolute pain to do. What do you think about the Prophecy Final Mouse? I won't bother. Unless you particularly want the colour and you like Final Mouse, it's the same stuff. I've just got the new Final Mouse Comp. It's quite a nice mouse to be fair, but it's no different to their Ultralight X. Well, I mean, This the original one of this, not the one I've hacked to pieces. Yeah, but you know, it's just another colour scheme, blah blah blah. It'll be the same stuff inside. Phantom Mouse, I've not been changing their gear a lot, to be fair. Might be 8K maybe. Yeah, if you want a new coloured mouse, I won't buy it because you want to upgrade, like in terms of like you want better performance and stuff. If you want a nice looking mouse, maybe. Best thing, Phantom Mouse does move away from magnesium. Do you like anime? No, not really. I don't really like cartoony stuff. My missus does, but I'm not into it. Because I've ever watched it. Like, I don't really watch animation stuff. Got your new toy coming, the Bamboo Lab. Oh, the X1C 3D printer. They're cool. It's like 1.1k DM. I know they're expensive. I've still got a Pusar that's in the box I've had for 2 years. It's probably a bit old now. It's good at the time. But that's one you can have multiple colour things, can't you? Colour PLA in it. Did you hear about the Phantom Mouse Falcon module? No. I've heard about them bringing out a mouse pad that's ridiculously priced though. It does look good, that Bamboo. I'm thinking about getting one, Dean, but I need to get back into 3D printing because, well, I've spent a load of money and not done it. What's a good 3D scanner for objects? I've got one, but I'm thinking I might need a slightly better one now to get like the detail. Like I could use my camera, I guess, this one. DSLR. I've got like a turntable one. You can have 4 filament rolls at once, that's the one. It's a beast, man. I like that idea. Looks wonky. So the scroll wheel rubber is 0.8 grams. And if you're interested in the ring size, so to speak. Oof, it's got a big ring. Sorry for no pun intended. You've got to change the colour because people like to change the colours of these. There's a ring measurer. Give you an idea, it's definitely quite a big scroll wheel. And then they took a bit of inspiration there from some other companies where they've trimmed out the weight. See, they're doing things like this, right? They're trimming out the weight, right? And I get that, and they've trimmed out the base weight. But then you've built a tank battery in it. It makes no sense. Valorant tomorrow. No, I've got to play badminton tomorrow. I say that, I'm playing badminton tomorrow. I've got a badminton match Wednesday, which is why I'm doing mice today, because I was going to do it Wednesday and I realised I couldn't. I won't be able to play Valorant until I'm at the pub on Friday, Thursday with my mates. Friday, I think I'll be in Valorant, but I might be able to play tomorrow day, but I don't know. I've been looking at some movement videos, which I think I'm going to do, so I might just come on stream and do that for a bit, like 4 o'clock-ish, 3-4 o'clock tomorrow. But I'm not playing it, I'm just going to be trying to get my movement better, doing some training for an hour or 2. Optimum made blade mouse. We'll be using it. He made a video on it the other day. Made a blade mouse. Fair enough. Are they going to sell PCBs for people that made 3D printed shells? Maybe. I mean, it's not too expensive. I know you could buy this, I guess, and make a 3D printed shell, but it's quite heavy. But they might do. Well, I'm looking. The way I see the mouse market going is that people are going to start selling you 1 gram for the scroll. Is that people are going to start selling us files for creating your own mouse shape, maybe, rather than flogging us mice. I think that's where it's going to end up going. So you can build your own custom mouse. People do them, like Meow Mouse, do the PCB. This one, he's made the one for the final mouse. They made a PCB. Ignore the beer that clearly spilt on it, but has it got a mouse in there? Oh yeah. I mean, it's got the 8K, was it 4K Final Mouse 10s version. But they sold the PCB for it. Stuff like that. It's called Meow Mouse. That's why I bought it. So people need to start selling us like components. We can build our own stuff up a little bit. Supposed to be 19 grams. Can I link it? You can send it. Soupson needs to do it, or Pure. I don't allow links because people just spam random stuff. I can give you permission, or we can send it to them. You seem trustworthy. These are so tight, these. I'm trying not to rip the cables. I'd be very careful taking these out. Hey, Soup's just finally Rudo to his big boy PC. It's all good soups, don't worry about it. And you can just exclamation mark permission, is it? I can't remember. Yeah, you can send us some, Dean. Don't know, I'll send it me, that's no problem. Can Discord DM me it, maybe. Oh, they did let us down. I just realised. So they've used the green, let's see. It's the same brand. They use the green switches on here, right? Maybe slightly stiffer, maybe for the score wheel. Haranu Rons. And now they've used the blue Haranu one here, which I think is probably the most mushy one in my opinion for the scroll wheel. But hey ho. It's got a 13mm TTC encoder. But they also use the seal one, which is good, so no more crud gets in there. Which is like the silver ones that everyone's been using the TTC silver ones with the open encoder. I don't know why they do that, because it just lets a lot of rubbish in there. I think it's is it permit? Exclamation mark permit space. It's Achilles. Got the name wrong. This is Zero Mouse. Is this the one we're talking about? Oh yeah, okay, this one. £120. What? I guess it's for what, for a 3D printed shell? I mean, that's pretty. Are you sending the PCB with that as well? I hope they are. Holy moly! I've seen that. I saw the videos. I've seen that one before. I know what you mean. Someone else did that a long time ago though, so he just created his own version of it, I guess. Yeah, that was permit. There you go. You can post your link now. Do you have a Discord server? I do indeed, yeah. Is there any way I can think I can do this? Because you can't click the link, but I can copy and paste it into TikTok, I think. Nope. It won't let you paste link settings. Is my live setting? Is it in my bio? Ah, there you go. Yeah, so I've done something. Tens of thousands of dollars for the PCB. I mean, Meow Mouse do it for a lot cheaper than that, I'll tell you. Let's buy that. Same PCB. I bet it's a Meow Mouse PCB. In fact, I bet my left nut is the same PCB. Could be wrong. Maybe they customised it. Fair play. Does look a bit more custom, to be fair. Someone's made him a custom PCB, but you'd have to make a lot of money back if it's tens of thousands, I think. From a £120 piece of mouse. But he's got a lot of followers, maybe. What is the PC I heard about with Final Mouse and Optimum Tech? Don't know. How am I? I'm good, thanks. You? I've got like 8 PCBs. Just get a VGN Dragonfly and use the PCB out of that. It's tiny. It's 8K. It's cheap. People used to use the 305 once I showed them that. I'm in the team now. Alright, thanks. Welcome to the team. Team player. Rule is the Final Mouse Falcon module. Good collab from him, I guess. I'll put it in my bio for TikTok. Is that what he said? Sorry, I didn't pay attention there. The link. I thought it was years ago. I'll have to work it out. I haven't got any more space. There's a Discord link. What's that button do? Can you add it in there? Link your Discord server. Ooh, okay. Do I have to get that right? One sec. Can you use a QR code? No, of course you don't. That's it. I haven't been on it that much though, so I get a lot of DM stuff. No offense. Oh, not that I ignore you. I think I got to quit drinking for a bit. Why have you done now, Pure? You got to quit. You can't be on this. You can't be a mod without drinking. Don't like cats. Don't drink. 2-week bender. I feel like I not drank enough, if I'm honest. Is that bad? I feel like I took it fairly easy. So I've got some champagne and stuff I need to get down. You know what I mean? Can't buy team. What is team? Slept 11 hours and woke up. I've hardly slept over Christmas. I don't know why. No, it sent me a code, but I can't get in. It's been weird. I'll have to look at the MFA on it. I'll have a look. I'll sort Discord out, but I can't do it in a minute. We'll come back to it. I'll get it working then. So, I'm trying to get these out, and then we can carry on. But these are in tight. Can take January off. I'll smash for 3 weeks, see? Because you're British soups. Pure's a, you know. He's good, but he's American. Can't handle his alcohol. Drinks that whiskey stuff. That weak stuff. No, he's Dean. I don't expect any money, mate. It's all good. Just for the hearts from... Send me a heart, whoever that was. Appreciate it. You sent me that. Funny999, appreciate it. Yeah, you spent it all on your PC game, man. That's why. Whiskey did it on the... You got me thinking about trying some whiskey, yeah. Maybe I'm at the right age now to try it. Right, finally got them out. Holy moly, they were tricky. Be careful if you take them out, they will damage them. So let's switch out, so I'll look in this. I'll have a look at this properly. Maybe so I'll look at this bit. Right, there's a cable. Pretty standard 2-pin JST, nothing too fancy. If you ever damage it, that is. 7K on a PC, holy moly. You're going to get a 5950, the new one. You get a 4090. They actually out yet, the 5950s. So what are you modding on this mouse today? Nothing, K. We're just taking a look at it. We're just pulling it apart to see how it's built. Taking apart each part, see how they've customized it. 0.3 of a grown. Weighing it so people can mess around if they want. This has got hot swappable switches from the base, which is quite cool. That's what's cool about it. It's one of the unique features. A bit like a super light. Pre-ordered a 5950. They had to pre-order. Damn, I must have missed that. God damn. I don't think that's any even at the minute. Fair. It's probably the only GPU I've never upgraded at the minute because there's nothing out there. This is what the internal hot swap switch looks like. Made it a bit like a keyboard. Building his Pro Simulator, that's what he's building, okay? I'm trying to work out how. There we go, Take the base off, but you still can't see the actual internals properly yet. Just looks like it splits though. There is a, there's a clip. See a clip? On camera. Can we see inside? We need to see inside, baby. You're taking a little whiskey at the house. So you'll be back on it, Pure. I'll give it a week, mate. There's no way you're going to spend 2 weeks off, a month off booze. Dry January. Hell no. Your first day back in the office today. Give it a week. Not try January. Nah. My missus maybe go do Veganuary once. That was bad enough. Do it for charity. I crack too easily, to be honest. I'm concerned I'm going to stab myself in the fingers here. That's why I'm being careful. Come on, what's inside this? Ah, we always put things back together. Looks around the room, sees all the bits built up. It's one of my abilities as a child of taking things apart. I was good at putting things back together. I don't know how. Just want to see the PCB behind this. I want to see the magic, you know what I mean? You might snap it, maybe. Has been known. Oh, there we go. Just need to pick up that part of it. It'd be easier. Just pick up the bottom here like an actual micro switch. I'm trying to prise it apart for no reason. Ta-da! It's exciting, isn't it? This is the piece. This is the bit we need to look at, which is the PCB. This is where we take it apart so we can have a look at how things are built. For our own entertainment. Can I get that out now? Not sure. No worries, man. See you in a bit, Dean. Catch you later, buddy. Good luck with the sim, bud. See you around, homie. This is why I know gaming mice, because I'm the one that takes them all apart. Everyone else just pretends they know gaming mice. I am the OG. What's the best mouse you've ever used? Microsoft Intelli, OG, or I used to love the Razer Death Adder Copperhead back in the day. I actually have one. Old school, really. Classics, not this new stuff. Some of the original trendsetters. Oops. These pins, we don't break them. Classics, mate. Classics. Ones that set the original, set the trend of gaming. But back before gaming mice weren't really a thing. Razer, one of the first people to create a gaming mouse. Give them credit for that. And then everyone's just cloned on top of that, really, now. There's some classic shapes, isn't there? But, Zoe's got some of the best shapes out in the market. Still has. Some of the new Zoe stuff looks pretty badass. But these are old components still. No Val today, not today, no. Do you reckon Logitech would give you one of those aluminium 502Ss? I mean, they might do, but as a destructed, probably most of their entire mouse range, probably not. Although they did use my ideas for the Superlight, so you'd hope to send me one, wouldn't you? But hey, I told them about to save millions, but they wouldn't listen. And then they went and did it anyway. I bought a G Pro not long ago when people told me not to, but it's actually good. Most G Pros are good. Yeah. I mean, Logitech outsell anyone for mice, right? So there's gonna be a couple of mice that fall apart and stuff because of the ratio, but just swap it out. They normally swap them. Just go back to Amazon and get a new one. You're desperate for one. What a 502S? What do you have to do? Crane it in, made out of aluminium. Have you done a weight reduction on the Intelli mouse? Years ago. I need to dig one out, but I've got a new one. That's what it looks like underneath. If you're interested in this PCB and you want to make one, we want to put it in a mouse. Create your own hot swappable PCB with that, you see. All the extra casing and stuff they got on it, right? So that piece was 0.3 of a gram. I'll weigh them all differently. 0.4 of a gram. 0.3 of a gram. I'll put it all together so you don't have to work this out. But 0.3 of a gram, and I put it all together. Without the switch, that's 1.4 grams, and the cable on it as well makes it 1.8 grams just for that part. That's for one. So it's 4 grams just in the module to allow you to make it hot swappable, basically. Some of the additional weight they have to take onto it. I'm going to take both of these apart because there's no point. You get the idea. Why does the mouse register as scrolling up when I scroll the wheel down? Encoder failure, which is this piece. This bit's failed, quite common. Have you done away with it? I said that one. So pretty. The aluminium one. I don't know. Actually, send me a picture on. I think I saw it on Twitch. Not Twitch. Twitter. I can't actually remember it on top of my head. Here's the PCB. They are using an extended block for the scroll wheel. It's quite a high scroll wheel. But it's because it's straight off the PCB. It's not like the Logitech Superlight where they have a separate PCB. It's all in one, which is good. Much better design. My Superlight battery inside rattles any tips. Yep. So here's the Superlight 1. Superlight 2 is the same. I've shown loads of videos on YouTube. Your YouTube Birdie Bob. There's loads of teardowns of how to take it apart. It's quite easy. You have to take the skates off though, so you'll need some new skates. Unless you can take them off well, we can use something like lighter fluid again. Those little tips on YouTube, but you can basically do that. And basically, as soon as you take that apart, you'll see the battery. It's glued here on the back, and you can get some double-sided tape, a bit like this stuff here. I've got like M3. It just needs retaping. That's it. It'll be basically the tape's failed. You can sometimes just push it back with the original tape. It'll just be the tape's come off, or lost its stickiness. I mean, obviously, you know, you got to buy new feet, which is about £8, and get it from my shop, shop.biddybob.com. Can send you some skates. What's your view on the Death Adder V3 Pro and 25? I only like the Hyperspeed one, which is very good. Well, it's good for Razer because Razer have been cheaping out for a while. This is the best Razer mouse at the minute, Viper V3 Pro Hyperspeed. That's the one I would have. I won't get the Pro, and I won't get the Viper Pro. But it's nice. That one, yeah. I'll also look at the Zowie EC2. I think it's a slightly better shape. So weight, and then we'll look at the MCU and motherboard on this. Motherboard sensor. See if they've cheaped out. This could be an issue. 9.3 grams. That's not too bad. Not bad. I need the old man's eye because my vision has gone for close range these days. This is when you know you're getting old. You got the magnifying glass out. You used to laugh at me old aunties for this. So the MCU is a PAR 2862QN or a U15385-2C. I actually recognise that one. It's using the 3950 ES King sensor as well. So I don't recognise that MCU. Is that a different one? Is that a newer one? I don't know. Anyone recognise that? A PXI? Don't know. I'll have to do some research on that puppy. So PCB, and it's quite a lot of components to this mouse. You'll be surprised. Got the power button. Exciting times. Going to weigh in a massive 0.13 grams. We've got the base. Not too thick. Not Zowie spec. I'm going to go with 9 grams. 8.3. So close. So close, but no cigar. Ta-da! There you go. Now we have the INCOTT G23. Actually built pretty well. I'm surprised how well this is built. It's a good mouse. This is definitely worth taking a look at if you don't mind extra weight. But I mean, I'm gonna have to do a weight reduction on this. We can make this light. Won't be tonight though. But I'm gonna do some weight stuff on this because we can get this puppy down to I reckon 55 quite easily, which will be pretty sick for a hot swappable G Pro Super Light shaped mouse with looking pure stock. But we'll see. That's my guess. But I'd definitely take a look at this if you want one. I think we can sort the pre-travel out. I think we can fix all the problems. Use proper side switches. Not sure about the MCU. Need to look into that. Battery's an absolute beast. DPI button's a beast. But you know, they've done a good job. This is probably the best Chinese mouse in this style I've seen for a while. VGN Dragonfly is also good. These two are the best. This one and the Dragonfly. Good looking mouse, man. That's why we take it apart so we can see it properly. We can see how they built it. Not just, oh, this one feels good in my hand. This one feels beautiful. Oh, yeah, this one's great. Oh, this one feels even better. Because you don't know how they're built, baby. That's what we do. We don't just chop them up. We actually take a proper look. Proper review. That's why you nerds are all here there, right? Some of you anyway. Some of you probably see me more from Valorant, but this is why I know. When people tell me about stuff on mice, makes me laugh. I know my mice. Anyway, I'm going to bed because it's 20 past 12. I'm knackered today. I've had to do a full-time job back after Christmas. And I'm going to bed. GG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you maybe tomorrow for a bit. I need to do some aim training, which I'm going to do. Well, not aim training, movement training for Valorant. I might do that at 3 PM tomorrow. GMT for a couple of hours, and I got a badminton match, and I got a badminton match Wednesday. Drinking Thursday with my mates, so probably Friday with the next Valorant proper stream you'll see me on. Hopefully Ham will be back and we can place because the resets happen, doesn't it? Cheers as well. I'll do the cat video tomorrow. Be ready for it. Dangling that carrot. Oh yeah, Soups. Get the carrot out, baby. Don't forget Friday's giveaway stream as well. So if you're not watching me on Twitch, then you're not gaining points. And then points means prize on a Friday. Oh show. GG. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Bye.